This is my latest video on English glossary. Today's episode is more special because normally we learn about some kind of topic, for example, money. And in the topic money include credit card. But in today's video, we mainly learn about credit card. So, what is exactly a credit card? And do you use credit card or cash? Well, my family, we always use cash, never use credit card. So a credit card is a card which you store your money inside so that your money will be safe. And you don't have to carry such a large amount of money. Only carry a card, and in that card, there are many money. So let's get started straight away. First, we have the term card holder. Have the term card holder. And just to make sure that in this video, we learn lots of terms and new words about credit card that are related to credit card, and also good definition, and finally some examples. So sit back, relax, make your own example, and let's enjoy today's video. So this is card holder. It is a person who has a credit card or debit card. So for example, you have a credit card, so you are a card holder. I'm a card holder, and it's okay to charge my card for this purchase. Of course, you use your credit card to purchase something. We have annual fee. Annual fee is a once yearly charge for having a credit card. Well, having a credit card also has disadvantage because when you have credit card, a year you have to charge a bank for you to have a credit card. So sometimes it has disadvantage. I think that using cash is always better. So yes, for example, my annual fee for my credit card is now due. And it's the end of the month, 10 to 21st. And you have a credit card, so you must pay the bank for your credit card. And next we have transaction fees. Transaction fee, a fee charged for using a credit card for certain types of transaction, like an ATM. And an example might help you understand the transaction fee better. My bank does not charge me any transaction fees. It's like you want to get your money out in your credit card, and you have to go to ATM to get it out. Transaction fee. Transaction, not transaction. It is the S, not the F, so transaction fee. Next, we have a term called balance. Well, balance can have many meanings. For example, balance, you step on one foot and you try to balance yourself not to fall down. But in this video about credit card, it's a different meaning, but also related to balance. A balance is the amount of money you owe on your credit card bill. It can change from month to month, depending on whether you pay your bill in full and on time. So balance. You need to balance your credit card. You need to balance paying them, your credit card bill. Thankfully, the balance on my credit card is low at the moment. Like, the person is thankfully. Because at that moment, she doesn't have enough money, so yeah. Thankfully, it's low at the moment. And if it's high, then she'll be in big trouble but financial. Next, we have the term balance transfer. Balance transfer, a transfer or debt from one credit card to another, usually for a fee. I need a balance transfer to get my debt under control. For example, you have a credit card and the other person have a credit card, so you will transfer your credit card, the money in your credit card, to another person's credit card. So you need to balance transfer to get your debt under control, or else you'll be in big trouble. Next we have this term, credit limit. Well, credit limit, the maximum amount of credit a borrower can use on on a credit card. Exceeding the limit usually involves a penalty fee. And I think that this example might help you to understand what is a credit limit better. I cannot buy those shoes because I have reached my credit limit. That means in your credit card, there's no longer any money inside. So you can't buy those pretty shoes that you want for a long time. So you have reached the credit limit. We have interest rates. It is the charge for borrowing a sum of money, usually expressed as a percentage of the original loan charged annually. So for example, the interest rate on my bank's credit card is very good. So the interest rate, it is something that a sum of money usually expressed as a percentage, like 50%, 100% of the original loan change annually. So the change now is really good. You're happy about that. That's a good thing about credit card. And we have annual percentage rate, which is commonly known as APR. You can either call it annual percentage rate, which is a really long term, but a short one might be APR. And let's read this definition together. It might be a long definition, but just to practice our reading and understand more, let's read it. It is a calculation of the overall cost of your loan, like the overall cost. It is expressed as an annual rate that represents the actual yearly cost of the funds borrowed. It takes into account all the costs during the term of the loan, including any setup charges and the interest rate. So here an example might help you to understand this better. The APR on my credit card is incredibly high. I need a balance transfer to a new card to save money. So we have APR, balance transfer, which all the terms that we just learned. The APR on my credit card is incredibly high. It's so high and you can't afford that. I need a balance transfer to a new card to save money. Like we said, balance transfer. It's to transfer money so that you can, like your credit card is under control and not in big trouble with the bank. We have introduction, like introductory APR. Also APR, annual percentage rate. Introductory APR. A lower interest rate offered on a new credit card, usually the first 6 months. After the new introductory period, the interest rate increase. Increase means like they become very high, but decrease become very low. I was offered a very good introductory APR on this new credit card. That means your credit card, there's a lot of money and it's increased, which is a good thing. We have fixed rate, an interest rate that does not vary during the life of a loan. It does not vary. The fixed rate of interest on my credit card will expire at the end of the month. Means that it does not vary, so it will definitely be expired. A bad thing. We have prime rate, the rate of interest that banks charge their most favored customers. Usually around 3%. And for example, my bank must think I'm a good customer, like VIP customer, because they offer me the prime rate on a new credit card. So if you're like a VIP customer that come to a bank, and you're the like VIP customer, so they're definitely going to give you a prime rate on your credit card. And here, variable rate, an interest rate that charges based on the move of another rate index, usually the prime rate. So the prime rate, we just learned that the bank will offer to VIP customers, but this is a very variable rate. My credit card comes with a variable rate, means that it will come with an interest rate that changes based on the move or another rate index. Many new terms about credit cards that you still don't know, right? So this video is just for you. And we have default. card payments. And now, of course, we're in big trouble in financial things. And we have default rate. Default rate is a particular interest rate charged when a customer or a consumer defaults on a credit agreement, usually much higher than a normal rate. So for example, the default rate on my credit card is very high, which is a sad thing because the default rate charged when a consumer defaults on a credit agreement. So now it's very high and we have to pay all of them. We have minimum monthly payment. Let's pronounce this together. Minimum monthly payment. So the smallest amount of money a borrower can pay monthly toward his credit card, usually 2% of the balance. So here, my minimum monthly payment is quite high. It's like the smallest amount you can borrow from the credit card on the bank itself, mostly about 2%. We have late fee, a fee charged for payment the minimum balance of a credit card after the due date. So this date is due that you have to pay, but you don't pay it, so the late fee. I forgot to pay my credit card bill and I got a late fee. Like for example, the people at the bank will send you a late fee and you have to pay it straight away. Maybe you forgot, or maybe you don't have enough money to pay right on the day, the due date. So you have a late fee. Grace period, a period of time when no interest is charged on a credit card. With my new credit card, I have a grace period of 6 months. You don't have to pay anything or charge anything with your new credit card for 6 months. Billing cycle. A billing cycle is the amount of the time between the last statement, closing date, and the next. Billing cycle must be at least 21 days. And the billing cycle for my credit card seemed to come around very quickly. Billing cycle, you have to pay your credit card bill, so it comes around really quickly, about 21 days. Every 21 days you have to pay it. We have cash advance. Well, this one might be a little long. Cash advance. I used my credit card at the ATM and got a cash advance. You got many cash. When you withdraw money from your credit card account, it's known as a cash advance. Card issuers typically limit the amount of money you can withdraw to a portion of your total credit limit and charge high interest rates and fees with withdrawal, making cash advantage costly. So it's very high, very costly, very pricey. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you love it and see you in the next video for more about credit card. Bye!